Okay, today we're going to be talking about keeping your beard nice and trim. Now, I usually, during the warm months, keep my face like this. And during the winter time, to help keep my face a little bit warm, keep a full beard, but I like keeping it trimmed. Now, in the past, I used one of these, a whale. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about them. They do a pretty good job. They use this one particular one. I got it for under $20. As you can see, it uses 2 double A's, and it uses these here for different lengths to see if you want to keep your beard long or short. And it has this here to cover the blades for not in use. But usually with that or most of your trimmers, you don't get the hair on your chest if you're not angled right, and or most of the time on the sink. Now, I purchased a Philips Norelco, which has got a vacuum in it. As you can see here, I already used it yesterday on this to keep it trimmed. Now, place it back on here. This way, it's good when you want to do it this way, or keep it over here. And when I got the full length beard during winter time, I just like going here to keep it nice and even. Now, the vacuum works best with this one here. As you can see here, it's got 2 legs here that goes on the inside of here. Now, when you put this on, you want to make sure this doesn't come out of here. Both of them stay on the inside. As you can see, over here is the adjustable, the adjustment for it. As you can see, I'm bringing it down to 4.5 millimeters. And as you can see, it's bringing it down all the way to 0.5 millimeters. Now I can increase it and to the proper size I want. Now, it works best with this here attachment for when you're going like this for trimming. And I like this here, the adjustment on it, better than having to switch these clippers onto the other one. As you can see, the power buttons here, it's fairly reasonable noise coming out of it. Now, with this one here, the other attachments, this is the bag for it. You can put it in here when traveling. There's a Norelco Philips. Let's see here. Now, the vacuum works so-and-so with these here. It works better with the other one. Now, this one here, you see that little indentation right here? This here goes on it. Let's see, let's put it this way. Okay, take that off. I'm going to clip this one on. Now, this one here will be good like around the mustache and stuff. and over here by the nose. But if you want to keep the mustache nice and trimmed, you'll pick one of these here, which one you want. You clip it on over here and clip it onto the indentation there, and then you would go like this. For it, and I have the setting at 6 millimeters. Now, with this one here, as you can see, it comes in. This here part, you have to make sure you empty it after each use. Now, for the neck up, this is good for keeping the vacuuming the hair when using this. If you go try to use it for anything below the neck, like armpits, part of your chest, your manscape, and so on, I don't think it's such a good idea, because this here will be filled up real fast. If you want to use it for other body parts, like below the neck, you want to use one that doesn't have this here, because this here will get filled up in about 30-40 seconds, depending on where you're using it and how much hair is there. And I set it to 6. Then I went ahead and pressed this here for going like this. And it did a pretty decent job. Usually when I got the full beard for the winter time, my beard looks like there's valleys in it and mountains. It's not even when using something like this, because I'm not very good at it, especially when using this with it. But at least with this, it comes out a little more even, and then I can use the vacuum part to clean up 90% of the hair into it. Now, when using the other accessory, it doesn't vacuum the hair into it too well, but you're using this part for over here and making this even here and cleaning around your nose and stuff. Now, over here is where you plug the plug in. I wish there was a micro USB, because I have a habit of losing stuff, and the micro USB I always got extras of, and I wish it was a micro USB, but I take it you can't have everything your way. Now, I do have a regular clippers for cutting my own hair at home, especially like during the warm months. Now, that one uses a USB micro, and that one there is a whale. Is barbershop is made from the same company as this, as those are the ones that the barbershops use. I got rid of all of these here. Apparently, a couple of these points here on it broke while I was using it. I went to set it down, and it fell and it broke. So I threw them out, because I cut my hair all the way down with that. But here on this one is for keeping my beard trim, which is different from cutting my own hair. Because when I cut this, I take it all the way down. I leave no hair left over. As you can see here, when it's being charged up, the white light is flashing while it's charging. And now, when it's fully charged, it'll be a solid white line. That way you can tell when it's done. I suppose you can use it while it's in there, being plugged in. But I like cordless. So this lasts like a little over an hour and a half or so, like 80, 90 minutes. And it's got this little pouch you can use to take it with you when you travel. And set this in your in here and here, and you set it in with your other personal shaving equipment for when you're traveling. And as you can see, it didn't use much battery before when I was using it. Now you can see the light was flashing before for being charged. Now it was a solid white light, which, like I said, it indicates it's fully charged. And I hope this helped somebody that's looking for a new beard trimmer. This is Philips Norelco 7200, and I really like the ones that have the vacuum in it, because there's less of a cleanup. 10% cleanup, which isn't bad, because 90% of it goes in here. And all you have to do is just take this out, unplug it here, dump it in a wastebasket. Well, I can't remember what happened to the brush that came with it, but this is something I have extra from before. So I can make sure it's nice and clean, and so on. And if you like this, press the thumbs up below.